Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Connor Bagel, and I am coming to you from the campus of Northern Illinois University, where, as always, we are getting ready to have NIU in a College League of Legends match, and we are already into Champ Select. Sorry about the delay in getting the stream up. We were having some technical issues with the PC, but we are already in to Champ Select for game number 1 here up at Eastern Michigan on the blue side versus Northern Illinois on the red side. For the side of Eastern Michigan, they've already banned away the Anivia from Space Marine 18, exactly what we expected in this contest. Now, looking at the side of NIU, they've now banned away that Seraphine. Definitely a comfort ban for the side of NIU. They've been taking it away in past weeks. We will go through the lineups in just a second, but we will go ahead and go through Champ Select first and foremost. Now, Udyr are going to be taken away by Eastern Michigan, something that we have seen PCH play a little bit of, especially in solo queue. I think it's a little less powerful now in the current state of affairs with the patches that have come through over the last couple of weeks. But it is still going to be taken away by the side of Eastern Michigan. NIU going to ban away Kaisa now, pinching that champion pool for the ADC role. Rel going to be taken off the board as well. So definitely targeted bans here by the side of Eastern Michigan. NIU going to ban away the Seraphine, Skarner as well, keeping both sides of that controversy from Seraphine's release off the board. But Skarner, definitely a strong pick, especially with some of these lower clear junglers finding themselves in the meta a little bit recently. Definitely a strong pick. And Mundo going to be a pickup here for Eastern Michigan. We have seen it played into some of these team comps, and especially looking back on last week's games, you can see that we had in the side of TSM versus Dignitas, I do believe it was, one of their matches last week at least. TSM did play against that Mundo. Now, Olaf going to be the one grabbed here for the side of NIU. As the answer there, likely in the jungle. That Mundo could be going top lane, but we've seen a little bit more in the jungle in recent weeks. And now you're going to go ahead and hover that Misfortune. Now they'll just run through a bunch of the ADC picks. And it could be going back to the Comfort, something we saw at the very beginning of the season for Summoner XD. And it is indeed going to be the Lucian for Summoner XD. Keep in mind that could be fleshed towards the top lane or towards the mid lane. I would imagine, though, that it is going to be going into the hands of Summoner XD here. Looking on towards Eastern Michigan, they are going to answer with an ADC pick of their own. It's going to be the Tristana Hover. Once again, that one could be a mid lane Tristana, very likely going to be in the bot lane. And with this being the support answer, I would imagine that that's going to be a Leona and Tristana in the bot lane for Solaris and Zoval. NIU needing to answer their support here more than likely, so we'll see where they elect to go with that one. Instead, they are going to take Gnar and lock that one in. Definitely thinking that Gnar is the strongest pick here for Alpha Squirtle 81 and wanting to make sure that one stays on the board. We saw Irelia played into the Gnar last week from Miami, so they're going to ban that one away, making sure that they have big priority on the top lane pick here. They also think that Crix GG's champion pool is not going to be pinched here. Even with some bans, they think that he has something up his sleeve, so they're okay with leaving that support role up, which means that here NIU is just going to ban away the Misfortune, so really taking away some of the strong picks into those unanswered picks there from NIU. Though that Misfortune ban means that they're thinking that Tristana could be going mid lane, and then Alistair and Blitzcrank taken away for the side of Eastern Michigan, not wanting the support pool to go too far down here. And NIU says, well, you know what, we'll just play the Thresh since it's available. It's something that's strong into the Leona, and also is something that Crix GG likes to play quite a bit. With that answered, we'll see if this is the top lane pick here. It means that counter pick is going to go over towards NIU for the mid lane here. And with that top lane pick possibly being the Poppy, this could be Poppy Jungle Mundo top, could also be Poppy top Mundo Jungle. Those are kind of, we'll see who they want to elect to put on that champion of the Poppy and who on the Mundo. Now looking here, it does look like this would be mid lane, likely for the side of Eastern Michigan, although that Tristana, like we said, could be going solo lane, and looks like that will be the decision here. And it is indeed going to be the Tristana in the bot lane with the Orianna locked in for Resican. So NIU going to get this counter pick here into the Orianna. Could be something like a Syndra, could be the Cassiopeia, and indeed it is going to be the Cassiopeia picked up for Space Marine 18. So we've seen him play quite a bit into that Orianna here. Now, let's see if this is Mundo Jungle. It looks like, based on the current state of affairs, it is. And looks like Poppy top Mundo Jungle. They do have up to 10 seconds to make that choice between the two. I would imagine that this is how they will line up, as it looks like the roster will be Poppy, Dr. Mundo, Orianna, Tristana, and Leona from top to bottom for Eastern Michigan here on the blue side. Whereas for NIU, it looks like it's going to be Gnar, Olaf, Cassiopeia, Lucian, Thresh for the Huskies. Thank you guys so much for watching so far. Thank you. Sorry about the delays in getting into the Champ Select. I'll also clear away those missions in just a second here, but we will go ahead and we're going to check out something real quick as we are going to go through the starting lineups here for your Huskies and for the side of Eastern Michigan. Looking at it here, sorry about that. It is going to be on the side of NIU. Alpha Squirtle 81 is going to be the top laner. PCH will be, as always, the jungler. In the mid lane, it will be Space Marine 18. Summoner XD will be the bot laner, and Crix GG will be their support, and they are coached by Garmore. We don't have a lineup document for the side of Eastern Michigan, but looking at it, it's going to be Drug in the top lane, Brayek in the jungle. Resican is going to be their mid laner. Solaris will be the ADC piloting that Tristana, and Leona will be Zuxval. Zovalt, sorry. My apologies. I read that one completely wrong for a second there. Looking here, we also do have, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings here in Esports Collegiate, as with their final game played, Northeastern has locked themselves into the playoffs at one of those top seeds, either 1, 2, or 3. There are a few permutations of how that could play out that we'll get to in just a minute. Buffalo and Miami both play their games later on today or at this time. And then NIU is currently 7-3. So each of those other teams with one loss and locked in. NIU also locked in the playoffs, as we have beaten Western Michigan. 7-3. Western Michigan currently sitting in 5th at 6-4. Akron 5-5. As well as Kent State, Ohio, and Central Michigan are 3-7. Eastern Michigan and Bowling Green are 2-8, and Ball State has dropped out of the competition and has finished 0-11. I should apologize there. Also, looking at this one, we should have in the Esports Collegiate Conference. Here is the playoff picture. Currently sitting in the top seed with that additional game played, it is the Northeastern Huskies. They would take on NIU's Huskies in a best of 3 on Saturday, March 20th, if these results do hold. State University of New York at Buffalo, and their Bulls are in the second seed at 9-1, as well as Miami, who Buffalo holds the tiebreaker over. The one thing to note here, though, is this is with Northeastern already having played their game for the week. With the way that the tiebreaker currently sits, if Buffalo and Miami both were to win, Buffalo would be the first seed, Miami the second, and Northeastern the third. It will depend on how this one all plays out. If Buffalo wins and Miami loses today, then Northeastern will be the first seed and it will stay as is. If Miami wins but Buffalo loses, it will be Miami as the first seed, Northeastern as the second, Buffalo as the third, and NIU as the fourth. So there's a few permutations as to how this could all turn out, but we will get to those as they come up. We also will have for you guys today an out-of-town scoreboard that is going to keep you up to date on all of the action, although we will make sure to, it's a little bit glitchy at this point, but we will go ahead and change it up and get that for you guys. But we will have that already in between games. As for now, let's go ahead and just sit back and relax. We're going to be ready in just a second, jumping on into the game. As you see, we should be here with NIU versus Eastern Michigan in just a second. And it's going to be a big one for the Huskies, as they will, like we mentioned, this one kind of determines, doesn't really determine much actually for the Huskies, but they do want to get that momentum going into playoffs. So they'll have to make sure that they are playing this one out nice and secure. Sorry about this. We're just getting some final things ready to go before we hop on into game. And then we should be ready to bring you all of the action. There we go. We should be getting on ready here. And there we go, just waiting on it to load on in for us, and then we will transition you guys into game here for game number 1. We are sitting at 0% loaded in, but let's go ahead and go through the skins as well as the summoner spells and the runes at this point. It is going to be Poppy running the Grasp of the Undying with the Inspiration Tree. Fleet Footwork on Mundo with Inspiration as well. Then he is running Ghost and Smite, so an interesting set of summoner spells there. Solo lane's all going for the TPs. And let's go ahead and get this quickly back up to speed. Oh, and actually, we did see a little bit of a trade going on there for you, so my apologies that we missed that. Let's go ahead and go on in towards the game here. So yeah, we do see that on the solo laners, they're all taking teleports. As expected, Phase Rush on Orianna. Press the attack for Tristana, as well as the Ignite on Leona and the Aftershock on the side of NIU. Grasp of the Undying for the Gnar, a little bit different than his normal build for this one, so I'm interested to see if this means Alpha Squirtle 81 will be playing the champion a little bit differently. Ghost and Smite also on Olaf. He's got Conquer, Cassiopeia with Conquer and Teleport. Heal for the for Lucian, as well as press the attack, and then Aftershock and Ignite for Crix GG. Starting items, it is going to be Poppy starting off with that Corrupting Potion compared to the Longsword for Gnar and NIU here. Mundo starting off with the Challenging Smite versus Olaf building towards that Chilling Smite. Orianna starting off with the Dorn's Ring, and then Cassiopeia with the Tear of the Goddess already. And then NIU, the bot lanes, both of the ADCs starting with that, with the Doran's Blade, and then we see the Relic Shield on Leona and the Steel Shoulder Guards on the Thresh. Interestingly enough, NIU did not elect to do any of the biscuits here, as that's a nice trade coming through from Gnar. And with NIU getting level 2 first, it will just force EMU to back away their bot lane here and just give up the wave here, give up the push. But we do see that 3 members of Eastern Michigan did elect to grab those biscuits, and this is already an early gank with the Ghost used on the Mundo here, and that's going to be first blood already over to Eastern Michigan. Flash came out from Orianna, or sorry, from the Cassiopeia, but not going to be enough with the Ignite already down. I do want to say that looked like there was an Ignite used, but my apologies, there is no Ignite. That was actually just the burn damage from the Cassiopeia, or from the actually, what did that burn go? But that's going to be Ignites traded on the bot lane. NIU will grab that one back, and now NIU is going to have the burn coming through from the Cassiopeia. They'll be able to trade the one back on the bot lane and get a nice little trade here in the bot lane. Mundo is pathing straight towards the Gnar here. Does miss that that cleaver, so will mean that Mundo will have to disengage. But now NIU going to look for a dive, and actually nicely done with the Zenith Blade, able to get away from that death sentence. But it doesn't really matter too much in the end, as the side of NIU is going to be able to trade that one back, and now Gnar is going to be in a bit of trouble. Drug is going to be able to not get that dive back, and so NIU will just back away their top laner with Lucian 2-0 on the back already, and NIU definitely going to be looking to play through their bot side now with that large lead already accomplished. And Gnar feeling so confident in this lane to just farm it out, but he's going to grab the Cull here. Noon Quiver already picked up for Summoner XD on that Lucian. It is going to be Tear of the Goddess picked up for Orianna as well as Boots, so not really anything huge for the combat. Bammy Cinder now finished for Dr. Mundo. Everybody's going to elect to just start farming out. Olaf has already stolen away some of the camps here in that bottom side of the jungle for the Mundo. And overall, does look like this could be a gank on towards the bot lane here of Eastern Michigan, as Olaf is going to be in here. Death Sentence could come out, and it will be enough. Nice flay to make sure that the rocket jump doesn't land, and it will be the double TPs channeled here for Eastern Michigan. Actually, just the single TP. No, both were channeled. Actually, I see. So Miasma was used underneath the turret there by Cassiopeia. Really good job of canceling the teleport there from Orianna. So that does go on cooldown, even though it was canceled. But will not mean that Oriana is able to join. NIU will get all of their members out of that one, but it will be Eastern Michigan starting up the first Dragon here, and looks like NIU may look to contest on this one, as it is the first Mountain Drake. This is going to be NIU going in. Nice way of dodging on the Zenith Blade. Here's going to be the Smite fight. We'll be going through, and that's just going to be NIU grabbing the kills and the Mountain Drake. They're going to get the steal, and they'll grab one. Now this is going to be Tristana grounded with the Miasma, and NIU will grab a second kill as well. Double kill over to the Olaf, and the steal of the Mountain Drake. NIU grabbing everything in that fight. 10,500 to 7,900 the gold. NIU, oh, nice use of the ultimate there from Oriana, and we'll see if she's able to trade this one back, as the lifesteal does come through from Olaf, but able to get her down to half health, and nice shockwave, able to grab the kill as Resi can to shut down this Olaf, as he just a little bit greedily tried to steal away those raptors in the bot side, but looking now, it is going to be the trade. NIU already has their ultimate on the Gnar, and that's not a good dive in if you're the Poppy. Won't be the kill, I don't believe, here, but now NIU going to be looking to re-engage on the bot side, and Ignite does come down. Anton's Summoner XD, but from the Leona, but not going to be anything out of this one. Now, Hop, Flash going to be used now, Hop as well, and Ghost used as well by Mundo. We'll see if NIU is able to kite this one away, and nice damage, but able to get away from that one is the Gnar. And NIU is going to keep this one at just 5-2 in kills and about a 2,500 gold lead still. Cassiopeia, despite being down a level, is going to continue to try to pressure onto this Oriana, who is 2-0. So all the kills currently on the Oriana here for the side of Eastern Michigan, compared to full kill participation for the Lucian here, but and Thresh. But NIU also looking to play this one with that focus on the bot side, but do have a couple of additional carries, as Olaf is sitting with 2 kills on himself. Wow, lots of action already 7 minutes in. We've got 7 kills in 7 minutes, and now NIU looks to be pressuring on towards us. They do have level 5 on both their both the Thresh and the Lucian, compared to the side of Eastern Michigan, who currently is only sitting on level 4 on Leona. NIU going to look to see if they can't grab anything here. Now, ultimate is available for the for Poppy here. We'll see if that ends up being a trade. Nice channel, Hex Flash forward, nice hook. Death Sentence does land on the Leona, and this is just going to be the damage going forward, as now with level 6 available, Ignite does go down, and will be the kill going over towards the side of NIU. Now, Oriana and Mundo have roamed down here with the side of Olaf here as well. They don't know about this one. Nice hook lands by the side of Thresh on towards Oriana, as well as the box. That's going to be Summoner XD grabbing the kill, and he'll grab, Olaf will grab the other. It will be not perfect kill participation anymore, but this could be the bot tier 1 going down, as 3 members of NIU are going to be able to push that one. And really nicely played. Olaf staying in the bush so that nobody from the side of Eastern Michigan knew he was there, and NIU was able to really surprise with the numbers to even out that numbers advantage from the side of Eastern Michigan. 8-2 in favor of the Huskies are the kills, and 16.9, almost over a 5,000 gold lead, 8.5 minutes into this game. NIU putting on a clinic on how to starve your opponents of gold. They've taken their advantage, and they are really running with it, and NIU going to continue to build this one out. Rift Herald has spawned, my apologies. Kraken Slayer already finished from Lucian here 9 minutes into the game, so he's going to be very strong on that one when he returns to lane. But looking at it now as well, it is going to be Boots of Lucidity for the Thresh. The Lost Chapter has been finished for the for Cassiopeia here. Does look like that's going to be Magic Pen boots for Oriana, and then the plated steel caps finished for Poppy, compared to just the Hearthbound axe for the Gnar here. But definitely the combat stats on that Hearthbound axe are going to be really strong for NIU. Now, this is going to be the hook on in, and this is just Leona getting caught, and not really anything she can do. Nice flash forward, but heal does come through. Now, this is going to be traded back, and Tristana is going to be able to grab that forward. Flash comes through, but going to be a wasted flash here by Summoner XD. Instead, it will be the side of Eastern Michigan starting up this Rift Herald after NIU grabs the kill on bot side. So Eastern Michigan will at least look to answer and grab something here, and they will grab it, put it onto the Mundo. I'm curious to see where he wants to go with this one. Nice damage comes through from Poppy, but traded very well back. And Stridebreaker now finished by Olaf, so NIU looks like they elected to leave that Rift Herald in response to getting the Stridebreaker finished on Olaf. Olaf now going to look to solo down this second Drake. It is going to be, I believe, the... we'll see in just a second here, as this is going to be, yeah, the Infernal Drake here for NIU. And they will also grab the Tier 1 turret on the bot side. Now, this is going to be the engage coming through from the side of Eastern Michigan. They do have a lot of damage coming through on towards Thresh. Thresh is going to be grabbed as well, but NIU will trade this one back. Lucian's going to grab 2. The flash forward comes through from the side of the... from the Tristana, and it's going to be too much. Now, Flash does come through. That's going to be a lot of damage traded back. Orianna going to be able to grab it onto Lucian, but that's going to be a triple kill over towards the ADC here from NIU. 7-1-5 on that Lucian already, and Summoner XD is having himself a game as Olaf is just going to continue to starve out the Mundo from some of his jungle camps here. And now about a 7,000 gold lead, as well as a 9-kill lead for the Huskies. 11.5 minutes into this contest, and Olaf now going to be, with the Stridebreaker, going to be able to grab some damage here onto Solaris, already down to half health. And Solaris, as soon as he gets back in the lane, will have to leave it. He'll actually elect to stay, as he doesn't have any lifesteal items, so this is kind of risky here from Solaris. Now, nice hook and flay from Crix GG on towards the Poppy there of Drug. It will just be the kill going over towards NIU. 14-4 in favor of the Huskies, and they are definitely showing how they can pull their leads forward against some of these weaker teams in the conference. Unfortunately for the side of Eastern Michigan, they are currently sitting there. Now Solaris is able to grab the kill on towards Olaf with the nice use of the Buster Shot there to knock him away. And with Orianna hovering towards the top side, it will mean that Thresh will have to back away, and Gnar will just go back and grab his Stridebreaker as well. Now, nice dash forward coming through from Lucian. He's going to pull off the full rotation, and goodbye, Orianna, as that is 8-1-5 with 150 gold bounty on this Lucian. And now this is Space Marine 18 getting hooked up, or knocked into the wall there by the Poppy. Will mean that he's stunned away, and with the Rift Herald dropped on the top side, won't even grab a turret off of that one. NIU will just continue to push out these lanes, and turret plates aren't even down yet, and they may take a second turret with the gold going on towards Summoner XD. Let's check out the gold here in his pocket, as actually, let's wait just a second. Nice use of the ultimate here from the Cassiopeia, and with that speed, flash forward is going to be able to grab that, and nice ulti does miss from the side of Poppy, which will mean that Cassiopeia will grab the kill anyway. And all 3 Tier 1 turrets are going to be down for the side of Eastern Michigan before this game even reaches 13.5 minutes, meaning that NIU will have all of the plates available in this game. Thresh with the Bandleglass Mirror, so interesting to see where he might be going with this one. And it is going to be the Liandry's Lament for the side of NIU. Or, I apologize, that is the Ornn upgrade. It's Liandry's Anguish here for the side of the Cassiopeia. Nicely done. Able to get the speed up, but now going to be the teleport channeled here from the side of NIU, from Gnar. We'll see if he's able to grab anything. Space Marine 18 will die, but we'll see if NIU is able to trade this one back. And nice damage coming through. Nice flash as well. Poppy's going to be there, and it'll be a 3v1 for the follow-up, 3v2 overall, and Eastern Michigan will grab themselves a couple kills. Really nicely done, as NIU overcommitted to trying to save the Orianna on the bot, or Cassiopeia, sorry, on the bot side, and will not grab anything off of it. Shirelia's is going to be the item here for Thresh, so interesting choice. The box does scale with AP, as does the Death Sentence, so
Likely not going to be looking for the damage off of it, but will look to continue to just push this one and try to grab some of those hooks. So interesting choice of the mythic item. Drug is going to die as well. Now Leona is going to try to grab this one back on towards Olaf, and with the Stride Breaker, it'll be the double kill, the unofficial triple coming out for him. And with this bot lane from NIU pushing on the mid lane, they will grab a turret. And NIU already threatening the Nexus turrets. Nice death sentence does land with the heal. It is going to be gotten back. Now NIU will grab their own heal. Nice flash forward. And with the rune isn't going to be enough, so it will be the side of NIU still losing their ADC in response. But with the death sentence, that is going to be NIU grabbing that one back. Cassiopeia uses her ultimate to be able to grab that one, and NIU already 16 minutes into this game, pressuring on Nexus, or sorry, not Nexus, but inhibitor tier. Inhibitor 1 of the game. My apologies. Now, that is going to be the ultimate used from Leona again. And nice wall dash there from Drug, able to keep the Cassiopeia from being able to grab that lantern. And NIU will grab the tier 3 in the bot lane, though. So we've been looking to try to show you the gold for a while here. Let's go ahead, and now that we have like just a second of downtime, as actually this could be Drug getting caught out here by the Olaf, but actually it's going to be turned around as there are 4 members there of the Eastern Michigan squad, and they'll actually grab the kill themselves. Lucian going to start up this Drake. It will be the Cloud Soul in this contest, and Lucian could be in a bad spot as he's going to get wall dashed on as well. Flash forward comes through from the Orianna, and that will be the first Drake going over towards the Eastern Michigan squad, as Cassiopeia not going to be able to grab that one back. 22-11, and NIU needing to play this one a little bit cleaner, as they have kind of given up a couple of sloppy plays here. But all in all, they're going to look to go to the 1-3-1, and I believe that their 1-3-1 will be stronger as well, as long as they're not being caught into the jungle. Poppy very strong when she's able to grab some of those picks in the jungle. All right, now that we finally have a second, these farm leads are very large on the Lucian as well as on Gnar here. Almost a 60 CS lead on Gnar. So looking at the gold, it is going to be almost a 2,500 gold lead for Gnar already. 1.5 in the jungle here, and now NIU is going to be finding this one as the lantern having to be popped to make sure that Olaf is able to get out of that one, as Eastern Michigan will commit to this Rift Herald. And they will grab both of them. NIU actually might look to contest this one, and it might be a full 5v5 over this objective. Only down to half. Now, that's a nice death sentence that landed, and the culling does come through. Drug is already down to half, and this is the shockwave used by the side of the Orianna. NIU going to be able to grab 4. It could be 5, and this will be the clean ace for NIU. They'll grab the Herald. It'll be a double kill over towards the Lucian. It'll be an ace over towards the Lucian, and NIU will grab this Rift Herald and likely walk on down towards the mid lane to open up 2 inhibitors here, as they do already have minions pushing onto the inhibitor of the bot side there for Eastern Michigan. They'll look to continue to press this one out. Instead, it will be, actually, Gnar has the Eye of the Herald, so likely going to be summoned up in the top side, to be fair. Poppy going to answer that, though, so we will see if Gnar just elects to recall here. He will clear out some of this vision. No, actually, he won't see that control ward, so he will just go ahead and back away. Let's go ahead and look at that gold lead once again, now that we have a little bit of downtime. It is going to be the Orianna does have a bit of a gold lead here on top of the Cassiopeia. Relatively nice 1,500 gold lead there. But in the support role, it is 2,500 in favor of the Huskies. And in the ADC role, 12, 3, and 8. This Lucian is monstrous, and that is just going to be caught in the miasma. Space Marine 18 will grab the kill onto Brayik, and it will be the Ghost pop now by Olaf. He'll be able to grab one onto Resican, and now with the Ragnarok popped as well, he will die, but it will be in response for 1, as now this is a 4v1, or 2 for 1 in favor of the Huskies, now a 3 for 1 in favor of NIU. They'll spawn the Rift Herald in the mid lane, and this should be everything that she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, as they will not even have to use the charge on the inhibitor tier 1, or sorry, in the inhibitor turret. That'll be a charge on towards the inhibitor itself, but now NIU will just look to take these Nexus turrets at 20 minutes exactly, as that is going to be the charge on one of them. They'll take one of the Nexus turrets, now the second with the Demolish proc, and they will have to back away from this one as now Drug is just charging too far forward. Flash comes through, Slayers is going to die as well. Culling is used by Lucian, he's got a double kill at this point, and now this is Flash Forward. Nice ultimate used by the Gnar. This could be the pentakill. No, it will be Alpha Squirtle grabbing one of them. Now this could be the ace going through. Space Marine will grab the other one. It'll be the ace, and NIU will finish off the game with the triple kill from Lucian. 35-13, 20 minutes in, and there is a 16,000 gold lead. The Huskies will take game number 1 of this best of 3 series. We'll be right back, but after a brief break, but yeah, definitely a very strong game from the Huskies in game number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we're already back into Champ Select for game number 2, and yeah, this has been quite the series here already from NIU. They are sitting at 1-0 with a 35-13 and kills victory here for the Huskies in game number 1. Let me move this chair out of my way as I'm trying to stand up here. And it is going to be now it'll be the bans of the Seraphine and the Kaisa from NIU, then the Olaf and the Anivia banned away by Eastern Michigan. Skarner going to be banned away as well by NIU, and now it'll be the Udyr going back towards that ban for the side of Eastern Michigan. So they're going to leave up the that third ban from the last game. That was the Rel, and that'll be immediately picked up by NIU now on the blue side. They have it, so they want to get Crix GG on the champion. They think it's a very strong pick, and we'll see exactly what Eastern Michigan has prepared to look into that one. As Olaf, they thought was the problem last game. Lucian's still on the table if NIU wants to pick that up. They could go towards, it is going to be the Ezreal picked up here by the side of Eastern Michigan, so very likely NIU will have this Lucian available to themselves, and that is a Janna and an Aurelian Soul Hover, 2 champions that you do not see very often anymore. And it is going to be back to the Janna Hover. Is it going to be a Janna here from the side of Eastern Michigan? I would be entirely surprised. A very squishy support. But it is going to be the disengaged support of the Janna. So that is an interesting pickup here. And Draven going to be locked in for NIU. And they have not picked that one yet. But Summoner XD has been touted for his Draven. So I am very interested to see how they're going to pick this one up, or how it will play with that Rel. Urgot going to be the hover, and Singed as well going to be the hover here from NIU. Now Mordekaiser for the Huskies. We'll see what they go with. They're just rolling through a bunch of the champions there. And Jace going to be the pick. Is it going to be like Hooney's Korean Jace? Is it going to be the
NA Jace, or will it be the EU Jace? We'll see, as that will likely go up towards Alpha Squirtle 81 in the top lane. Karthus going to be picked up here for the side of Eastern Michigan. Very likely going to be the jungle Karthus. We've also seen it in the mid lane. It used to be traditionally a mid lane pick, and now it is more of a jungle pick. Hecarim going to be the ban here from the side of Eastern Michigan. NIU leaving up their jungler, so Eastern Michigan wants to pinch that pool. Orianna going to be banned away here from the side of NIU, and then Kha'Zix going to be the next ban from the Eastern Michigan team here. Kha'Zix not quite what I would expect to see PCH play, but now Illaoi going to be the ban away from NIU, as they want to keep Drug off of something that is going to be lane dominant and able to keep this Jace from scaling. Interested to see where the side of Eastern Michigan goes with this one, as they will have counter pick on either top or mid, I would imagine here, and NIU should have counter pick on the mid lane, and it's actually going to be the Singed picked up by the side of Eastern Michigan. Interesting pick. We'll have to comment a little bit on that one as we go. My apologies as well to any of the viewers, as we did have a little bit of delay getting into Champ Select. We were working a little bit with the broadcast again, and didn't move as early as we had hoped in the actual client. Kayn going to be the pickup here for PCH, and that is something that is very strong when you can get that transformation. We'll see if he's able to pick it up, or will it be like Spica's Kayn, where he was not able to get the transformation. Oh my goodness, it's LeBlanc. We haven't seen this one we've seen this in the pro scene a couple of times now, and it's going to be a mid lane assassin for Space Marine 18, something we have not seen him play at all this season. And oh my goodness, it's a Kiana. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is full of the spicy picks. This is all pocket picks, nothing that you're seeing in the pro play right now. Jace, Rel, and Draven. Well, Draven's a little bit less, but what I mean by that is all of these picks are very kind of old school style League of Legends, with an assassin mid lane, and I'm very interested to see how these play out, because these are very fun picks to watch, but very interesting. For those of you that might not know, we'll go into some of the Kiana, some of what she does there. Janna, we haven't seen in a hot minute. Singed as well. So very interesting. This will be a fun one to get to explain to you guys how this game is being played, because it's going to be a little bit different from the matchups that we've had in the past this year. Eastern Michigan needing this one to finish off their season with at least a 3-game series. NIU looking to put away this best of 3 on this one. Let's go ahead and transition back. We'll be right back with the broadcast, but yeah, this is going to be a fun one for you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are just about to get into game number 2 of this best of 3 series. Looking at it now, you guys can see on the out-of-town scoreboard that it is 1-0 in favor of the Bobcats from Ohio over Bowling Green, 1-0 for the side of Miami over Central Michigan, and then we don't have results from the other 2 contests quite yet. But NIU on the blue side here, we are going to see them take on the I believe it's Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, from Eastern Michigan. But they are now on the red side. You guys can hear it happening. We'll be into game any second here. Just getting something prepared for you guys, and away we go. As now we are in game here for game number 2. And looking across, let's go ahead and go through the runes and the summoner spells. It is going to be Ignite on Drug this time, Ignite on the Kiana as well. And this is already a 5-stack, and this could be First Blood coming through. Space Marine 18 is going to get caught on this one, and with the Ignite coming through, this is double Ignite used. Will it be enough? Space Marine 18 is going to be flashed on, and he's going to be killed off there. And Ezreal healed and flashed. So overall, let's look at the summoner spell usage here, as that is First Blood going over towards the Ezreal. But looking at it now, as they're not going to be enough to keep the back from happening. So looking at it, heal and flash used for Singe, exhaust used for Karthus, flash used for Kiana, flash and heal used for Ezreal. On the side of NIU, the only summoner spell they used was that flash expelled from the LeBlanc. So honestly, if you're NIU, you are okay with that trade now, especially as they're looking to invade and possibly take away, or at least see what's going on here with that one. But looking at the, let's go ahead and look at the full picture here. It has teleport on the Jace. He's the only teleport in the game. Ignite on the rest of the solo laners. Ignite on the Rel. Barrier on the Janna. On the side of the ADCs, it's heals for both of them. And then instead of flash, Karthus does have that exhaust. On the sides of the on the runes, it is going to be the Phase Rush for Jace, the Dark Harvest for Kayn, Electrocute for LeBlanc, and that is Hail of Blades on Draven, as we do see a nice little trade there in the top lane. Aftershock on Rel. For Singe, she's using the Conquer, Dark Harvest on Karthus, Electrocute on Kiana. Then in the bot lane, it's going to be Conquer on the Ezreal and Summon Aerie on the Janna. Corrupting Potions here from both of the solo laners for NIU, and Chilling Smites for both of these junglers. It is going to be the refillable potion and the Dark Seal here for the Singed, and he is just going to run at Jace here, and actually Karthus is going to miss his first of the Qs, so will mean that Jace is able to get away from that one. Just vision placed on from Karthus here. Looking across, it is going to be the Doran's Blades from both of these AD's carries. With the First Blood, Tear of the Goddess is already finished on the Ezreal, and this is actually going to be the chain coming through from the LeBlanc, and it's going to be forcing the flash off of PCH, and the Ignite comes through from the Kiana there, so PCH will have to back away, but they will even out the kills. First Blood was over towards Eastern Michigan, but NIU now 1-1 and up in gold on the game. Looking across again, it is going to be Relic Shields on both of these supports, and now this is the engage. Nice dash back from the Ezreal, but will be a nice engage from Rel there, as she was able to go back into unmounted form and able to grab that. Now, NIU just continuing to farm out these lanes. So, for those of you that don't know, Draven, because we don't see him that often, is based on these adoration stacks. So for killing minions, he does get adoration stacks. Nice chain used by the LeBlanc not able to grab that one. And as he grabs more adoration stacks, he is able to, when he gets an ultimate, when he gets a kill, he does cash in those stacks for additional gold on the kill. And nice damage, that's going to be enough, and that is Qiyana dead with a nice chain off of the sigil there from the LeBlanc, able to grab the kill, and now sitting 1-1-1 on the champion. If you notice in Qiyana's inventory, it is 2 long swords. Qiyana is interesting as she is like Zed, an AD assassin. Not as many of those in the game, and especially in the mid lane, but interesting champion for that regard. We haven't seen Singed get ready to do a proxy yet, so I'd assume that he's not going to look to proxy this wave or farm it beyond the turret here. He is just going to recall and grab his boots. Possibly could do that now that he's got the recall up. And Tear of the Goddess is finished here for the Jace as well. So looking on through, this is very interesting with some of these picks, as we have seen a lot of scaling on both of these teams. Already Tear also on the Kayn. And now with the Umbral Dash used, this is going to be the catch and the nice stun on towards Grayik. It could be enough, as there's going to be the heal, though, and will be the flash forward. Draven going to look for it, not able to grab it with his spinning axe, and will be now Ezreal dashing a little too far forward, and NIU kind of sitting in a bad spot here, needing to catch the axe, and will it be another kill? PCH is going to grab that. It will be Draven cashing in, and now NIU able to trade aggro really effectively, and they will grab another kill here, and Rel just dodging out on these Qs. Qiyana is making sure that this Rel is in a bad spot, but nice flash over the wall. Boom! Nice job by the Qiyana with that empowered Q, grabbing the wall stun, or the wall, to grab the execute damage and range on it. Now level 6 for both of these champions. We do see that Singed does have an ultimate, whereas Jace doesn't really have one of his own. Ignite going to be used, and Flash as well, and now we've got kills going over all the way across. The Space Marine 18 is going to grab the Qiyana in the mid lane. So Singed grabs his kill, but Qiyana is dead as well. And NIU keeps this to be a 3-kill advantage, 6-3 in favor of the Huskies, 2,500 gold at 7 minutes once again. And this game, the early game, is playing out so similarly to last one, as it's once again the jungle of NIU PCH just getting a large lead, and this time, instead of it being on the ADC for NIU, they've got the advantage on the LeBlanc in the mid lane. Ultimate is available here for Qiyana. We'll see if she looks to wall stun, and that's going to be enough to grab some damage onto Alpha Squirtle. And with the Kayn coming in, though, this could be just the bait, and yeah, it is just going to be enough to grab that one. Ultimate used by the Kayn, and he will go ahead and just grab the kill here. Now Singed is going to go ahead and try to re-engage here, but LeBlanc is roaming up, so PCH will try to bait him in. That's going to be the dash forward. Chain does miss, and so it will be NIU just backing away from that one. 7-3 in favor of the Huskies here. The dash does miss, so Solaire's not going to be stunned up. Zovalt, actually, this is interesting. So we didn't mention this, but Solaire's was the ADC last game. He is now the support, compared to Zovalt being the AD carry in this one. I did not notice that, but yes, they have swapped roles in this one. So Zovalt now piloting the carry in that bot lane. Kayn gonna look to grab this one, but Singed is here, so this could be dangerous for PCH, as he is just getting stunned on here by the Qiyana. Able to grab the kill is Qiyana, and PCH just looking a little too aggressively, and was trying to take the 3v1. Now LeBlanc going to grab a lot of damage on towards Rezican, and it is going to be the stun coming through. Will be enough to grab the Qiyana down to half health, as a very nice nice one here. Looking at it now, Rel just threatening the dashboard is going to be disengaged on by the nice Tempest there from the Janna. And now this is the proxy coming in for the Singed, and with the Kayn there as well, this will be the kill going over to PCH, and nicely done. NIU punishing that proxy attempt by the Singed. If left to his own devices and just going in the 1v1 proxy, it probably would have been a nice job by Cinch there. But with Kane in there as well, this is a nice job of catching the axes here for Draven. But will just mean that with the Karthus there, NIU will have to back off of this one. 3,000 now their gold lead. 4 kills is the lead as well. 8-4, 9.5 minutes into this one. This year's going to be a good year for the league team since NIU picked up Frosty. Agree, it's a great year so far for the league team, sitting at 7-3 and looking to move to 8-3 on the season. Now, Jace is getting the option to just push on this top lane, and he'll actually be able to grab 2 plates on that top tier 1 turret. So he will really start to scale that one in. Vampiric Scepter has been finished for him, so that means he's very likely going for the that item. Nicely done, actually able to dodge away from the ultimate with the dash back. Flash forward comes through from the LeBlanc, able to grab that kill with the Sigil and the Ignite as well. Through the Karthus ultimate even, so that has been used and doesn't really do too much damage quite yet in this game. Kane now going to look to gank, and they could dive on the top side here for the side of NIU. They will grab no damage with that W, but we'll see if NIU is able to re-engage on this one. Karthus is roaming down, and NIU will look to dive on towards Solaris. They'll grab the stun, they'll grab the kill. That's the ultimate use from Solaris as well. Now this is going to be the damage going through. PCH is going to grab Zovalt as well. 11-4 in favor of the Huskies, and they have now extended this gold lead to 5,500. Karthus is in a bad spot. He could be re-engaged on here. Now Splash Forward comes through from Drell. Nice stun goes through as well. And the ultimate, that is going to be PCH grabbing another one. 6-1-3 on this Kane, and he is having himself a game as well. NIU definitely taking the lead here. They're going to go ahead and grab that one. They're going to grab the turret in the bot lane, and they will also start up this Infernal Drake. It'll be the first one of the game. And Drug in a bad spot here. We'll see if he is re-engaged on by this Singed. And actually, Ignite comes through. This could be a bad job of bad re-engage, and it is indeed. Nice try there for the Jace of Alpha Squirtle 81, but Singed knew his limits with the Ignite available and the Blasting Wand as well. And now this is a re-engage. Flash comes through from Solaris, and he was stepped too far forward. The Draven ultimate comes through as well. Kane with the double kill. This could be the triple for him as well, as he's now going to dash in. That's going to be the next one. Triple kill comes through for Kane, and now it is going to be the kill going down to the Kiana on towards Kane, but Draven will grab another. 16-6 in favor of the Huskies, and this one is getting out of hand quick. 12 minutes in. It is a 7,500 gold lead. Now, Singed is here and flashes forward. Rel able to grab the nice stun, and Drug could be in a bad spot as he is now going to just try to retreat towards his own turret. And if NIU does take this turret, they will be able to grab the damage here. They'll grab the kill as well with the spinning axe. And actually, yeah, it does just go down. Summoner XC able to grab it with the burn, and will be the turret as well. Really nicely played, 17-6 in favor of the Huskies. And a 9,000 gold lead. That is the Umbral Grave. No, the Prowler's Claw. That's what it's called. Is finished for Kiana. That is likely what. Yeah, that is what Kane has gone for as well. So gives the additional damage after the dash. But LeBlanc now going to look for that one with the Ludens finished as well. And Gale Force now for Draven. Essence Reaver finished for the Ezreal, but he is so far behind that I don't know that he really has much he can do there. And yeah, just zoning from the Kane is enough to get this kill on towards Space Marine 18. Didn't even have to grab the assist, but the assist in the uncredited assist, I should say, is what he's going for there. Space Marine 18 going to continue to farm out this mid lane and push it out. NIU will now look to just take the vision in this this top side, or sorry, this bot side of the jungle for Eastern Michigan. Now this could be the dive on towards Kane, or towards Karthus. He will actually use his stopwatch to be able to get both members out of that one, and NIU will just continue to send PCH into the jungle. And Karthus is already down 2 levels, not really anything he can do, and now there's the dash forward, there is the damage, and that is PCH just grabbing the kill super quickly. It's 100-0 there. Karthus going to use the ultimate now, and with the heal coming through from going into the wall, it will be just the passage coming through from Kane. NIU will finally grab that first Drake. It'll be the Infernal going towards them. In 19-6, their carries are definitely online. Kane isn't even really necessarily needing to, nice actually dash and then stun from Resican, and actually able to grab that back. Nicely done to follow up with that, but will now be Solaire's dying despite using the ultimate. Zovalt's going to die as well to the Gale Force combo, and NIU is now going to find Resican in a bad spot here, and there's the dash. That's going to be the full combo coming through from LeBlanc, and Singed is not long for this world either, as there goes the damage. The Ignite comes through, and there is going to be the double kill over towards the LeBlanc. NIU will now re-engage, looking to at least towards this Karthus, not able to grab it, but will grab that turret. 23-7, 14 and a half minutes in, and this is a 12,000 gold lead for the Huskies. This game is over. Pretty much. You don't want to say it's over before it is, but there's very likely not much that, Eastern Michigan can do. As that's just going to be the Rel ultimate and the re-engage now. Draven ultimate comes through. That's going to be a double kill. Actually, Karthus will die to Rel here, so will not be the same engage. Nice flash and the stun. Space Marine 18 just takes half of the health bar there from the Janna. Flash forward comes through from the Kiana, and actually nicely done to grab the disengage here. Krix could actually die, but will just do so to get his carries out of that one. There is the ultimate coming through from Ezreal, not able to grab anything off of it, and 26-8 is going to be the kills in favor of the Huskies, and they will just continue to push this one in. Nicely done, getting flash forward, and there goes the kill on towards PCH on this Kayn as well. Could be the damage. He's going to be forced away by Draven. He does not have the mana to grab another axe or spinning axe if needed, but he doesn't really need it. He'll be able to grab that, and PCH looked to dive on that one again, but not able to do so. He will just continue to farm out here. It is going to be the Eclipse finished for the Jace here, so he has finally finished his mythic item, and that is just going to be Drug is dead. Nothing he can do here. Kayn comes running at him from the jungle, and he can't do anything about it. This is a 12-3 and 4 Kayn. 28 kills on the Huskies to the 8 of the Eastern Michigan squad. 14,000 is this gold lead. But looking at this one, it is definitely a strong performance here from the Huskies, looking to take this momentum into playoffs, as those do start in just 2 weeks here, and we should know our opponent by the end of the day today, so we will keep you guys updated on that one. But NIU just going to look to continue pushing down the mid lane. They'll take that turret, the tier 2, and now that's the Gale Force. Wow! Half of the health bar just with the Gale Force, and then not able to grab that with the ulti. Now the ult comes through from the Ezreal, not going to be enough, as there's going to be the kill coming through here for the Janna, and NIU might be in a bad spot as 4 members of Eastern Michigan do re-engage, but with the ultimate coming through from Rel, it's going to be Draven grabbing 2. He'll grab a 3rd, as Drug will just get on top of him. That's going to be the triple kill now. It could be the quadra. Will they give it over? That is a quadra kill to the Draven. Ezreal, get over here and give that pentakill over, as NIU is looking to finally have their first of the season, and doesn't look like he'll give it over, unfortunately. Will mean that Rel will have to flash forward on this one. She does not have it available, and the ultimate, we'll see. It is going to be the flash forward. That's the pentakill for Summoner XD. Kirk says, I will donate my life. I will get you that first pentakill of the season. And ladies and gentlemen, NIU are just pushing through this mid lane. They'll go ahead and grab that mid-tier 3 turret. They'll get some more damage on Brea. He is dead. That's just the echo on the W forward from Space Marine 18. 8-1-2 on this LeBlanc. 11-0-10 on the Draven. Summoner XD is having himself a game. Everybody on NIU is. Quietly, the Jace is just side lane pushing, and it looks like Eastern Michigan might just look for the Rift Herald, as they just need something here. Nice dash forward, and PCH got a little bit aggressive there with the ultimate coming through from the Kiana. Not really going to be enough, as Space Marine 18 will now be forced to use his stopwatch. Dash forward. Going to be the Ignite going down, so NIU will get a little greedy here. 35-12 in favor of the Huskies. Now Draven just going to be able to grab 1. He'll be able to grab a 2nd, as 2 auto attacks will do it. That's going to be another one going over, as Krix, GG, and Alpha Squirtle are going to grab that kill. 38-12 now in favor of the Huskies, and a 17,000 1,000 gold lead, 19 minutes into the game. Let's go back real quick to that Captain Flower. We mentioned it a lot earlier on in the season, but the Captain Flowers gold differential to game over graph. And if past 15 minutes, he said, you are up by 500 gold per minute, then you should effectively have no way of losing the game. At this point, NIU is not up by 500, they are up by nearly 1,000 gold per minute, which is just a crazy lead that is just due to them playing so aggressively here on these picks. 13-0-10 on the Draven, and making his case for most, I believe at the end of their couple games ago, NIU had the most kills in the league on their bot lane, and they may have that again here with this performance here from Summoner XD as Rug is dead, and there's going to be the percent health damage on Bray. He's going to be forced to use his Zonia's Hourglass, as that's going to be PCH now getting the kill on the Recipan. That's going to be the stun forward. Now Zobald's going to die as well. Triple kill goes over towards the Draven, and NIU will look to end this game at 20 minutes, 42-12, up 30 kills on the side of Eastern Michigan here, as they will now take the Nexus turret number 1, they'll take Nexus turret number 2, and ladies and gentlemen, NIU gets a win heading into the playoffs, and that is a dominant one for sure. The Huskies showing their class and how they can play this one out. Just take the Nexus, don't play for KDA, just take that Nexus. And yeah, it looks like NIU will elect to take that one. Actually, nice fast forward, and they'll grab the kills back as PCH will grab one, Space Marine will grab another, and now it does look like Karthus is going to use his ultimate. That's going to be enough damage. Janna will grab one too, and so it looks like since the side of Eastern Michigan is playing for KDA, NIU will do the same. They'll end the game, and now it will be 45-14. The kills, NIU wins by 20,000 gold in the end in 21 minutes. We'll dial up the team and see if we can't get an interview very shortly. But what a game here from the Huskies, as they do find themselves in this one, just taking a really insurmountable lead throughout that game. We'll see if we can dial up anybody for an interview. Throw in chat who you want that interview to be with, and we'll try to get that person. But yeah, what a game here for the Huskies. We'll go ahead and transition you guys over to the final score as we get the out-of-town scoreboard updated for you guys. Let's go ahead and check it out, as it does look like we should have it available at this point. We do have a few of these games already finished. Oh, this is the wrong. There we go. Still one. And yeah, nothing updated here. Western Michigan and Kent State have not updated their game yet. Buffalo and Akron yet to play. They will play later on in the day. We'll check Discord and we'll see if anybody has elected to forfeit some of these matches. As there it is. Does look like that was a remake in the Miami matchup. So we will see that one. But yeah, here is there's the NIU score, 2-0. They'll move up to 8-3 on the year. On the side of the, let's look across at the out-of-town scoreboard. There it is, updated in real time as we go. And we will go ahead and try to get somebody on the NIU side for an interview here. Let's go ahead and figure out who we can dial up here. As we will check it out here. Actually, I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab Nathan and Quentin if they're available. If not, we'll talk to somebody else here. We'll see who we can get. Indeed, yes, Pentakill ADC. He finally got it. He's been so close on a number of occasions this season, and he finally got it. The Pentakill for that one. Let's see who we can get. Nathan went. Okay, all right, not a problem. We will check this one out in just a second. And sorry about this. Just coordinating the interview real quick. But we're going to go ahead and do that one real quick. All right, so we are here with Luke Summoner XD. After that pentakill, we're going to go ahead and grab a couple of interviews tonight because this is going to be the player of the game interview. But we also want to get Nathan and Quentin here for a senior night interview. But congratulations on the pentakill, Luke. That was quite the performance on the Draven there.
Thank you, thank you. It was nice to finally get it. I've been teased a few times here, so got to cash in big time.
I know a couple of times you've been with the quadras and then having the penta that they just wouldn't let you have. But yeah, the Draven pick, not what I expected in this game. I know that it's been something that there's been talks of you eyeing it here or there, but finally got it. So how did it feel to get to play that champion finally in this season?
It was fun. I don't think that's my first time, but it's my first time, actually getting fed, which is really what the champion's about. But after first game, Chris brought out the Thresh, which we haven't seen really. At least I've seen it. I've seen him in just solo queue, like carrying the game. So game one, we were able to just really assert dominance bot lane, and then they pick a super passive lane, which they weren't passive enough, so they just got out damaged pretty big time there.
Yeah, and it was interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but they actually swapped their AD carry and support for game number 2, which I thought was really interesting, especially with the Janna pick. Not something I really would have expected to come out there. So when you guys saw that, what was really your thoughts, aside from just that it was a passive lane, but how did you feel about those picks?
Well, they left Rel open, so we just first picked Rel, and with Rel you want something else that has like a lot of damage to follow up. But we saw them pick Ezreal and then Janna, so we know they're just going to be really, really defensive, but also they lack a lot of damage. Like if we are able to all in them, it's just they pretty much die. So Ez blew his sums level 1, so it's just free lane pretty much. And we just pushed them under tower and they're playing really safe. So we're just I was pretty much free farm while he was like missing farm under tower. So once I was able to cash in, it just snowballs like crazy. And then yeah, Penta's easy.
For sure. That and so seeing how you guys are playing into this one was really definitely, I'm sure it was a confidence boost moving in towards the playoffs here in a couple weeks. We don't know who your opponent's going to be quite yet, but looking into it, how are you guys looking forward to the playoffs here?
Playoffs are way away. So, today was I think it's our last game. So
Mm-hmm.
we're just kind of, taking it easy. So it was refreshing just to have fun, but also I think we have some things to focus on and to work on as a team, and we can show up in playoffs.
Most definitely. So that's a great mindset to have. That we're looking forward to the playoffs. More than likely, the opponent's either going to be Buffalo or Miami, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's one situation in which you get Northeastern, but I think it's a tough road to get to that one. Um,
Hmm.
so looking at it, it should be a couple of teams that have beaten you guys this season, but definitely looking like there's the ability to improve moving into them. Um, so I wish you guys luck in this next couple of weeks heading into the playoffs on March 20th.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the
Thank you.
interview.
Yep, not a problem. All right, and we will jump back in just a minute, seeing if we can at least with Space Marine 18 and with Quentin Alpha Squirtle 81, as it is. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, I believe those two's last regular season game. So a bit of a bittersweet moment for them. So we'd love to get an interview with them if possible. Let me just see if we can't coordinate. And then we will try to get that one up for you guys just to try to ask how things are going. And it looks like Quentin was offline for just a minute, so we'll see if we can't get him and talk to him about that. But yeah, looking across, we'll see if we don't. Yeah, Miami does take down the side of Central Michigan. So let's go ahead and update that for you guys, and we'll get that put on in there. Looks like Bowling Green and Ohio is still going on. So here's the out of town scoreboard as it stands, live and up to date. But looking at it, it does look like NIU, or this will put Miami into a tie at least with Northeastern. Miami did lose to Northeastern, so Northeastern would, or Miami is locked into at least the second seed here. So looking across, or no, sorry. Miami beat Northeastern, which means that the NIU would play Miami right now, depending on the results of the Buffalo game. So if Buffalo does lose, NIU will play Miami in the first round of the playoffs. With the Buffalo win, NIU would play Buffalo. So that game takes place at 7 o'clock tonight. We will grab that one in just a second. All right. How's it going, Nathan? We're just waiting on getting Quentin. Here we go. All right. Well, congratulations, guys, for the win. I said one. Congratulations. Congratulations, multiple for the win. It's a bit of a bittersweet moment, I'm sure, as you guys are both in your last regular season game, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
This will, yep, be our
I
last
believe
season.
so.
Yeah. So, well, it was nice to go out with a bang. I'm sure. You're gonna make some noise in playoffs. I'm sure as well. So, that's always a great one. We'll start with you, Quentin. You pulled out the Jace in that second game. Something a little different from what you've been playing recently. Um, was the second game just the chance to try out some of those newer and different picks?
Yeah, I was trying to look for some other champions to play, and it's a good option to look for, I think.
Most definitely. And then for you, Nathan, we saw you pull out the LeBlanc, and I remember you playing that last year a little bit, but I haven't seen it quite so far this year. So was very surprised to see that one, and it was really nice to see you have a pop off performance on the champion. What were your thoughts going on into the game on that champ?
Well, most times when we're picking for games, I just have to play some kind of control mage. Obviously, that's what I'm best, or that's what my better champions are. But I mean, I have a few champions here and there that I like to play just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBlanc is actually pretty strong in the meta. It's just that, like I said, most times we're picking for team comp rather than what's strong in lane. So if I wanted a lane bully or a strong laner, I would definitely favor LeBlanc. And this game, since honestly we're probably being kind of disrespectful, but we just wanted to get as many kills as possible to put NIU back at the top of the kill leaderboard.
Nothing wrong with that one. You played it out safely, and you played it out, aggressively. So, you guys are, as we mentioned in your last season, uh, it's been incredible to see the growth that you guys have had as players, and from the time that I was the quote unquote coach of you guys back in. I believe it was last year and the year before for Quentin's case, and then Nathan when you joined us last year. But it's been incredible the growth that you guys have had as teammates and as players here. So I want to put that out there. But I also want to ask how it. We'll start with you, Nathan. But how you felt about the progression, both as a team and as like NIU esports, and kind of how things have changed over the years and all that sort of thing.
I think NIU esports as a program has grown a large amount from what I saw last year. Everything feels so much more coordinated, feels much more together, like thoughtfully put together. And as a like esports community, I feel like NIU is definitely growing still. That improving a lot. As a team, I think the returning players definitely have synergy, which would be Jeremy, Chris, and Luke. So there's no worries there, since me and Quentin are heading out for our last season or after this season. So I think the team will also grow because if they're going to return to play the next season, there's already a strong foundation, and all they'll need to find is people to incorporate into the team.
And Quentin, same question to you. How have you felt about not only the growth of NIU esports, but as you guys as a team, and now with the ability to have some of these different support mechanisms through things like the partnership that we have upcoming with the physical therapy, or that we have ongoing with the physical therapy department and upcoming with the nutrition department.
I mean, it's been pretty good seeing the club get larger and larger every year. Like we got the arena last year, which was really cool. We got housing now too, which is kind of interesting. But hopefully, eventually, we'll get to scholarships at this rate.
You know, that's always I'm sure that's always an interesting proposition for sure. We we're so happy to have had you guys over the last few years, and we can't wait to see what you guys do in playoffs. But you know, seeing this as your last regular season game, I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to have a little chat, and talk about that and say congratulations on the win, and thank you so much for all that you guys have done so far for the League of Legends program. So thank you guys.
Yep. Thank you, Connor.
All right. Yep, we'll talk to you guys hopefully after a win in a couple of weeks here in the playoffs. But until then, we'll be off. So, all right. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. And we're gonna be back with let's go ahead and talk about the schedule real quick, because we do have another match coming up later on tonight, as we will have NIU taking on Toledo in Overwatch for the ESC Overwatch season. That one will start at 6 p.m. as long as there are no forfeits or anything. We have been warned that there may be something on the table, so just be aware. But we're looking forward to that one. Overwatch looking to get back into over 500 now, sitting at 2-2 on the year. But yeah, the Huskies looking to continue to build out and improve on the Overwatch side as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this last regular season broadcast. I will still have the broadcast for you next week when NIU, or not next week, sorry, on the 20th, when NIU takes on their semifinals opponent. I will keep you guys company all the way through the season, up until theoretically, if they were to make top 8, I believe that would be the last chance that I would be able to cast on. But until then, we'll be back. It's been a pleasure casting for you guys all throughout this regular season, where NIU has finished 8 wins, 3 losses in the regular season. We will see them in action in a couple weeks as they take on either Buffalo or Miami in the semifinals of Esports Collegiate. Until then, thank you guys so much for all of your support throughout the season. If you would be so kind, we say it every time, but feel free to drop a subscription on the channel down below. At the level or at the tier 1, you're going to get the legacy logo emote. At tier 2, you're going to get the doggers emote, and at tier 3, you will get the in my sights emote. Until next time, I've been Connor Bagel, and we will be back in a couple weeks here. But the channel will be up tonight as NAU Overwatch takes on Toledo in their Game 5 of their regular season.